Good morning everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lynn and I am Pretty Papercraft 67. Today I am showcasing my design team project for Lavender Blue for the month of May. This month I have chosen one of Fiona's digital kits called the Dark Autumn Forest, or Dark Autumn Forest. I'll put a link directly to the kit below in the description box. This was a challenging kit for me because I'm very used to working with vintage and shabby chic type images. So I wanted to kind of challenge myself. So I've chosen this kit. It's a dark kit, but beautiful all the same. So I have made a ephemera folio with a junk journal insert. I've put a little bit of lace netting for a tie, and I've just embellished the front cover. The front cover is part of the kit. This particular kit you get 6 double pages plus the cover picture, and I have printed it out a couple of times, but you know, it's still a decent sized kit, and yeah, really pretty autumn tones throughout the kit. So I've just embellished the front cover with some paper flowers, some hand-dyed motif lace, a little bit of vintage lace, and I've just put a little metal clock face on there, and yeah, just some greenery. I've sewn around all the edges with machine stitching, and I've distressed inked the edges of all the papers. On the back here I've just made some fake leather paper, fax leather, however you say that, and yeah, I've just sewn it all together. It's like a traveller's notebook type of feel. The journal itself measures, or the folio itself measures 15 centimetres across and 24 centimetres long. Yeah, so when you open up the folio, I have made it in a way that we have 1, 2, 3 pockets plus a side pull pocket here. So front and back cover both have this, and I've just incorporated some ephemera into this one. I'll just pull it all out because it's all part of the kit. It's very pretty paper. You've got a lot of your browns, there's oranges through there, mushrooms, butterflies. There are skulls and spiders throughout this digital kit, which I was a little bit unsure of to begin with because I've never worked with that kind of thing. But yeah, it just all goes together really beautifully. I hope that is showing up well on the camera. And I've just I've made some tags. This is a print from the kit. Yeah, I've just backed it onto some distressed paper or cardstock. Yeah, so owls, I absolutely love owls, and there's a little skull that's in the kit. I've just teamed it up with some really roughly torn calico ribbon or fabric, and this one just lives really nicely. It just tucks into this little side tuck pocket here. Then we have a first pocket here, and I've just made, this is another page from the kit, I've just made a little coin envelope out of this one, and I've just included, I found some interesting, I feel, little court cards, very early court cards from the tarot, your kings and your queens and your jacks and that type of thing. So there's eight in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah. And it's just the court cards from the tarot, and I've just backed those onto some plain cardstock. So I thought they could come in handy for little page embellishments, or you know, just interesting to have. So I've just included those into the little envelope there, and I've just put a little bit of antique lace. And I've used the number series from Shabby Dabby Doodah, her vintage numbers. I have bought these, and honestly I use them all the time, so really worth. I'll put a link to these down in the description box as well. So that one just lives up in there. Then in this next pocket here, I've just made a little booklet. Again, more pages from the kit. That's the cover page, and the same roses. They're beautiful, a dark, deep It's not purple, it's more like a maroon, but very, very deep. Yeah, a black background. It's quite stunning, this one. And I've just turned it into a little notebook. So I've just got a little side tuck pocket there, and I've just created a little notebook on there. So yeah, and I've just put a calico hinge on the spine. So that one goes into there. And then I've just made a large journal card. Again, I've just cut elements from the kit, used again the Shabby Dabby Doodah numbers, and I've just machine stitched and distress inked around everything. I've just attached that there with an eyelet. Yeah, pretty. Again, crows, not something that I would aspire to use a lot of, but in this kit it just all works really, really well together. So that is the first side of the folio, the back at the front cover. And then the journal, it's only a small journal, it's only 20 pages, so it's 40 writing sides. But I've just, I've put some music paper down, and I've just cut a page from the kit, and I've just teamed it up with some numbers and some tickets and some die cut and some antique lace. I've left my threads all really long because I kind of like that shabby look. So yeah, and then when we open up, I've just put a little tuck spot there. It says the word autumn, so I thought it fitted well considering this is called the Dark Autumn Forest, but it's just a little tuck spot. And I've gone through the kit, and instead of putting the full pages in, I've fussy cut the images from the kit, and I've just randomly put them through the album. This album, the journal, this journal is not highly embellished. There is a lot of writing space in this one. But yeah, so again, we've got your crow image and your greenery behind. It's some type of fruit design. It's really lovely, and it does have that vintage element to it. So yeah, I have left, like I said, a lot of journaling space or room for you to add your own embellishing throughout this one. There's another page from the kit. I've just again fussy cut out the image of the like an autumn tree. It's lost all its leaves, and the little crow sitting in there, and I've just put a little bit of a sentiment there. Again, I've used all sorts of paper, graph paper, copy paper. I've hand dyed paper. I've put some of that in there. Some hand stamping. Again, another little image from the kit I've just cut out and stuck on there. I've made this one here. I've cut this image from the kit, and I've just made it a pocket and just teamed it up with a number from Shabby Dabby Doodah, Tina. Some faint line paper, some more hand dyed paper. This is the pink version. Yeah, I've been dabbling with a lot of hand dyeing at the moment. I must admit, I'm really very happy with the results that I'm achieving. Some music paper that's been coffee stained. That's the centre of my journal, and I've sewn it into place with a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, and I've used the wax linen thread. I always used to have problems sewing my journals in place. They would never, I couldn't get them tight. They were always wobbly. But then I bought myself an actual bookbinding kit which contains this wax linen thread, and I highly, highly recommend it. Just a little butterfly cut out there from the kit. Yeah, like I said, I've left a lot of blank journaling spaces here. Here's that beautiful owl image again that I've just fussy cut and placed onto this page. It's beautiful. I think owls are I love them. They're one of my favourite birds. Some with the blue. This one here, I've just made a little journaling spot. Again, I've just produced some of that fake leather paper. I've just done a die cut of a leaf and just put a little sentiment there, and I've just folded it up. You could, in fact, if you wanted to, you can sew it shut as an envelope, or you can just leave it as it is for extra journaling spot. And I've just attached that one there with the tiny Tim Holtz paper clip. Some Edith Holden image there, some mushrooms, blank paper, and this one here was just a bingo card that I've just popped a little Kaisercraft sticker on there, a mushroom, and you can use it as a side tuck. I just don't have anything around it. So yeah, you can just use it as a side tuck there like that. This is some of the green hand-dyed paper. And this one at the back here, I've just made a large pocket. I've sewn around it and distress inked it. And again, that's all part of the kit. And I just had a Stamperia paper pack which had a lot of insects and stuff. So I've just put a spider there because it kind of matches that one. And then that's the end of the junk journal. So that's, and then we come back to the next part of the folio, which again is a duplicate of the front. So again, I've just put some assorted pieces of ephemera throughout this this side as well. Again, you've got your tag. This is beautiful. This has got a script background, and there are spiders on the background, but they've blended in so nicely. And these big, beautiful flowers. I think they're kind of like a dahlia or something like that. It's a really, really pretty page, that one. And again, I've just teamed it up with the calico fabric there for a tie. So that one just slips into there like so. Again, I've just used the crow image from the kit, and I've just teamed it up with a number and just laid it down onto some coffee dyed cardstock. And that one lives up the top there. This was just one spare page that I had left over from the kit, so I've just included it in there. You can use it as a journaling spot, or you can use it as a couple of pockets throughout your journal. So I've just put that one in there. I was gifted this beautiful paper, and it has a very autumn tone to it. So again, I've just left it as a journaling spot, or once again, you could sew up the edges or stick down the edges and make it an envelope. But I've just fussy cut from the kit this beautiful book plate. And then I've just put a couple, I don't know if you can see that, but I've just put a couple of little glass beads, flat back beads down onto there. And so I thought, well, that's a really cute little journaling spot. And then again, I've just produced another 2 tags from the kit, the crows, and this one here, it's got some sunflowers and the big aster flowers and mushrooms and so forth. We just pop them onto some really old distressed cardstock, and tied it off with the calico fabric again. So those 2 live down in there. So that is my project for this month, the month of May, for Fiona Colley at Lavender Blue. Yeah, I was a bit unsure, I must admit, when I first received it. I loved it, but I was a little bit unsure as to how I was going to make it work. But yeah, I am very, very pleased with the results. It's a lovely kit. It's got the gorgeous dark autumn tones, and it just goes to show that even if it's got skulls and that, you can still pretty it up and make it look semi-vintage looking. So anyway, I'll link all Fiona's social media down below. I'll link Tina's labels down below. And I hope everyone has a wonderful Sunday. It's absolutely beautiful here in Brizzy today. A little bit cool, but I'm not complaining. Finally, winter has shown its face. So please enjoy your Sunday, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you all again in the next video. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.